Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I made videos, but I'm back in a better. If you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If that subscribe button is red, that means you are not subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can receive post notifications whenever I post a new video. Stay tuned, you're about to learn a lot in this video. Let's hop straight into it. Okay guys, so the very first thing we're going to do is head over to canva.com. If you so that's what you guys see me doing here. I don't want the logo too big and I don't want it too small, so I'm just sizing it up and placing it where I would like it to be. Okay, so it's looking good now. I like it this size. So this is how my logo will be sitting on a flyer. Okay y'all, so the next step after the logo is to upload your image to the flyer. So the image that I use is a stock photo. The stock photos that I used, I got it from Etsy.com, which is right here, and I will be leaving the link in the description box below with a discount code in case you guys would like to purchase these stock photos. You can use them for flyers or any of your graphic needs. She has a lot of great reviews. I highly recommend her. Her stock photos are very high quality and they are great for flyers or any of your graphic needs. She also has other stock photos as well. These are not her only ones. You can feel free to view all the rest of her stock photos by clicking the link in the description box below. Now that we have our image, the next step that we need to do is remove the background from the image. I will be leaving a link in the description box for this website as well to remove the background. Feel free to pause the video and create your flyer as you're watching along. So now that we are on the website, the first thing we have to do is click on browse the image from our device and locate the image in your files and upload. See, it's an easy 1, 2, 3 step process, and now we will download it now that the background is removed. Once it's downloaded, we will head back over to Canva and we will repeat the same steps: upload media, and upload our image. I already have the image here, so I'll just click on it and place it on a flyer and adjust it to my liking. Okay, so now that the image is fixed, the next thing we're gonna do is add our text to the flyer by clicking where it says text and add a subheading. Okay, so now I'm going to be making the words smaller because I don't want them too big and I don't want them too small. I just want them to fit right on the flyer. So I'm going to just adjust the size, and I'm also going to space out the words a little bit by clicking on where it says spacing. And I'm going to drag the letter spacing a little bit so it can be spaced out. Okay, so as y'all can see that I'm trying to drag the words over, but the logo is getting in my way. So to prevent that, you just want to crop the logo so you don't touch it. So that's basically what you see me doing. And after when I'm done with that, I will then drag the words underneath the logo. Okay, so it's looking good now. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is add another text by clicking on add a heading. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch the font by clicking where it says Open Sans. I'm just gonna switch the font. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this font. So the next thing we're gonna do is change our text color by following where you see the arrow icon pointing. That's how you change your text color. I'm getting my color from my logo. So you see where it says photo colors. I'm gonna choose a color from my logo. So now you guys, you see that I'm minimizing the size so it could fit underneath where it says Hey Loves. Now after that, I'm gonna change the color of Hey Loves by again choosing the color from my logo again. Okay, so next we're gonna go add another text by clicking on the text icon and clicking on add a heading. And now you guys see that I'm changing the font again by clicking where it says Open Sans and picking a font from the selection. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so picky, but I'm gonna go with this font. because it's cute. So I'm just go with this one. I'm sorry if the video is long, y'all, but don't worry, like, you're gonna learn a lot from this video, so stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm just making sure everything is aligned together. Okay, so now the next thing we're gonna do is make the iPhone reminder by heading over to where it says elements on the left side and heading to where it says lines and shapes. We're gonna select the second shape. Now that we have selected it, you're gonna see me adjusting the size and making it the same size as the iPhone reminder border. So we're just gonna stretch it out and minimize it, and then we're gonna place it underneath where it says pay later. Okay, so now that we have the border lined up, now the next thing we're gonna do is head back over to the left side and we're gonna select the first rectangle, and then we're gonna change the color and I'll match it with the logo color. Okay, so now we're gonna repeat the same steps. I'm gonna line up the second rectangle with the border of the iPhone reminder. I'm gonna line it up on the sides so it could be even. Okay, so now that we have the second rectangle lined up with the border, now we're gonna place the rectangle underneath the border by heading to the top, clicking on the three dots. And then we'll select position, and then we'll click on backward. And then once we select backwards, it will place the rectangle behind the border, which is what we want, so it could look realistic like an iPhone reminder. Okay, so now I'm just checking again to make sure everything is lined up together. Okay, so as y'all can see, everything is neatly. So now we're gonna move on with the next step. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is create the iPhone calendar icon by heading back over to the left side and clicking on shapes. Now I'm gonna switch the color. And I'm gonna also decrease the size really small so it could fit inside of the border. So now I'm gonna change the color from red to white. And now next, we are going to add words inside of the iPhone calendar icon by clicking on text and add a subheading. And now I'm going to switch the color of the text from black to the peach color to match my logo. And now we just minimizing the text so it could fit inside of the iPhone calendar icon. And now I'm just going to increase the size of the date so we could see the 18 more bigger. So now I'm just making sure Monday and 18 fits inside of the rectangle. Sometimes when you try to select a layer, it accidentally selects the wrong layer. So to prevent that, we could just lock the layer so that doesn't happen. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is add a border behind the iPhone calendar icon by selecting another shape, the first rectangle. So now you just see that I'm sizing up the rectangle so it could fit. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is place this rectangle underneath the first rectangle by clicking on the three dots, position, and then backward. And as you can see, I placed it behind, and now we're going to create the border around it. So now we're going to switch the color of the border from red to the peach color to match the logo. If you make a mistake, to undo the mistake, follow the arrow icon and press the undo button to undo the mistake. After I undid my mistake, I locked the bottom rectangle so I don't accidentally make a mistake again. So now I can just focus on the calendar icon. So now I'm gonna drag the border and I'm gonna decrease it so it can fit inside of the gold border on top. And now I'm gonna repeat that same step, and I'm gonna do the same for the second rectangle, and I'm gonna place it on top of the peach rectangle. As you guys could see, you can see the border now, the border that's around the first white rectangle. After that, I'm gonna drag the date so it could fit inside of the white rectangle. So the next thing I'm gonna do is highlight 18, and I'm gonna make it bold so the 18 can be seen. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add a subheading next to the iPhone calendar icon. You add a subheading by going to the left side panel and clicking on text and add a subheading. After, we're gonna make it small so it could fit. Okay, so now that it's fit, now we're gonna switch the color to white. So the next thing we're gonna do is add text inside of the iPhone calendar reminder by heading over to the left side panel, going to text and adding a subheading. And now I'm just gonna drag the subheading inside of the reminder, and I'm gonna decrease the size so it can fit inside of the reminder. So now I just highlighted the whole entire words, and I'm decreasing it so it could fit directly inside of the reminder. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is change the color to white by clicking on the icon that's at the top with the A and clicking on white. So now I'm just giving you guys a close-up view so you can see how it's looking. The next thing we're gonna do is add the Sezzle icon, which is the buy now, pay later payment method. So to do so, we're gonna head over to Google Images and type in Sezzle logo transparent. We're gonna go with this one. As you guys can see, it has no background, and that's what we want. So we're gonna save it to our downloads. And then we're going to head back over to the Canva tab, and we're going to upload it onto our flyer by clicking on Uploads, Upload Media, and locating the image inside of our downloads. Once that loads up, we're going to click it, and then we're going to decrease the size, and we're going to fit it right underneath where it says Be a Baddie Now and Pay Later with Sezzle at checkout. And boom, y'all, this is how it's looking. Okay, so now the third to last thing we're gonna do is add a border at the bottom of the flyer by clicking on Elements, Shapes, and then picking the first rectangle. Now we're just gonna stretch it out to where it fits the whole entire flyer, and then we're gonna decrease the length. Now that we have did that, we're gonna drag it to the bottom of the flyer. And next we're gonna switch the red to the gold color. Now the second to last thing we are going to do is add text inside of the border by clicking on the text icon and then add a subheading. So now I'm just going to decrease the size of the words, and now I'm going to place it onto the border. Now that we have the words placed on the border, now we're just going to space out the words by handing to the top where it says spacing, and spacing out the words where it says letter spacing. And then of course I'm going to switch the color of the text to white. Now the last thing we're going to do is add a shopping cart icon besides where it says visit. So to do so, we're going to head back over to the Google Images tab and type in shopping cart icon. Again, we're going to look for one that's transparent, that has no background. And then we're going to save image to downloads. We're going to go with this first one. Now we're going to head back over to our Canva tab. We're going to head over to uploads, upload media, and of course upload our icon that's saved in our downloads folder. And now we're going to place it on our flyer, and we're going to minimize the size so it could fit right next to where it says visit on the bottom border. Okay y'all, so now that we have the cart fitted on the bottom border, now we're just gonna line up everything and make sure everything is lined up together and make sure everything is neat. So that's basically what you see me doing now. Okay y'all, so now I'm done lining up everything together. So now the last thing we're gonna do, of course, is download it. So to do so, you press share and then download, and then we're gonna save the file type as JPG. And then we're gonna increase the quality all the way up to 100 so our flyer has high quality. And then of course we'll press download and we're gonna download it. Okay guys, now that I have it downloaded, whether you are on a phone or a computer, if you are on a phone, it will be saved to your photo gallery, and if you are on a computer, it's going to be saved to your downloads folder. So this is how it's looking, y'all. It came out fire. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If the subscribe button is red, that means you are not subscribed. Turn the subscribe button gray, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can receive post notifications for when the next time I upload a video. I look forward to seeing you guys. Comment and leave any comments if you guys would like to see more videos like this. And comment some next topics you would like for me to do in my next video. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye.